It is 13-2. It is grand final week on Masterchef. And joining me, Gary Mehigan, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
I've seen all but one episode.
You don't have to tell me that. You know that, don't you?
All but one.
I'm really pleased. It's been a cracking series. And by the numbers, everybody's watching again. So that's great.
You know what I like about it? I love cooking and I love watching people cook, but it's the positive side of it.
Yeah.
It's that there's no sniping, there's no aggression. The aggression is in the energy for the cook.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. And that's, I think, sometimes the reason every year I go, are people still going to be interested? Because it really is not standard reality. And it is very, very feel good. It's great that people are still tuning in.
Any of the faces we've seen over the past couple of months who are there, they're all really good cooks.
Oh, really good. Look, we don't want to scare people off because we're actually, hopping around the country recruiting at the moment. So, for example, I did regional flavours along with Matt and George and the Good Food and Wine Show in Perth. And we're doing the shout out and saying, don't be scared, because the journey, the growth is really the champion of this show. So people that come in that are real foodies, they love food, but may not be brilliant at everything. Certainly by the time they get to this point in the competition, the grand finale, they are absolutely cracking. They're good cooks.
Emma Dean, who won the 2014 series, is a regular on the program, and she said to me I asked her how she approached the whole the process, and she said whenever she wasn't cooking, she was studying. She took as many of her own cookbooks in and just tried to study anything that might have been thrown at her.
Yeah, it's like uni in 6 months. Essentially, that's what it is.
Do they all take it that?
They have to. If they don't, they get knocked out really quickly. And I think the proof in the pudding always. I mean, it's people like Matt that are, now in the grand finale. It's a slow and steady often. They're nailing techniques and nailing ideas. And they're they're shifting their thinking and starting to think a little differently, certainly creatively. And it's lovely when the penny drops and you see them putting together, recipes like Matt did last night, where he takes little elements like tempered chocolate, or he'll take a blackberry sorbet and make a port jelly, and you just go, that's clever, that's a really good idea. And I get that little hair on the back of my head stands up, because I go, that's the way good chefs think. So it's groundbreaking.
And he's not a dessert person, so that was really a good thing.
It's funny when they say that too. I'm not a dessert person, and they put up an amazing dessert. Chefs use that excuse all the time, and often it's because they're afraid of getting out of the comfort zone or doing things they haven't done for a long time. But there's no place to hide in the Masterchef kitchen.
Gary is happy to take your calls. Petra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Gary,
Hi,
I
Petra.
met you. Hello. I met you at Malvern Coles.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
I do tend to wander around Malvern Coles once in a blue moon, yeah.
Yes, and I rushed up and I asked you if I could give you a kiss, and you said, why not?
Wow, don't tell my wife.
Only on the cheese.
That's funny.
I just wanted to say that you're as beautiful on air as you are off
lovely.
air.
Thank you. It was probably the same day, and it's quite funny. I remember standing at the counter at Coles getting some feta or something. George would be happy with me. And somebody said, now, where do I get good ham off the bone? And the guy behind the counter said, well, we don't have any, but ask Gary. He's standing here. I was like the go-to, encyclopedia on where to shop in Malvern.
In-house advice. We'll take a break. It is 10-2, but more calls for Gary Mehigan, 96900 693. If you're a MasterChef fan, or if you have a question about the show, how it's all put together, give us a call, 96900 693.